Blah, 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 blah.
Je t'adore, mon amour.
Hey guys, does anyone know what part of the brain speaking foreign language activates? Is that?
I think it's your left side.
Okay, so any specific part? I'm bad with the names of the brain. I wanted to say hippocampus, but I don't think that's right.
The hippocampus. No, wait. Is there a part in the brain? No, that's something related to the thyroid gland, right? Or am I just crazy?
I'm not sure.
Wait a minute.
I'm not a neuroscientist. I'm pretty bad.
No, me neither. Wait, I have to look this one up. Austin, what do you think? You've been quite silent, and I don't like that. And I'm trying my best to do a British accent. Please.
Okay, guys, it's called the Broca's area. I've never heard of it before, but it's in the left frontal lobe.
That makes sense.
Austin's accent is copyrighted. Welcome back, Joseph. I was listening to you just a moment ago. Very good point.
Did you speak about Broca and Wernicke era?
Yeah, I actually I didn't even know what. It's the first time I've heard of these parts of the brain, but yeah, I just Googled it. So Broca and how do you say it? Wernicke? Wernicke?
Yeah, Wernicke. Broca, it's like it was a man who had an accident. A poto, I don't know in English, in his brain, and so he started to have no emotion, nothing, feel nothing, but he continued his life like he can understand all, he can communicate, but he have no emotion because the Broca ira was broke. So,
Maybe
Is there an area?
Damage, do you mean?
Is there an area in the brain?
maybe that part was by stroke, you know.
Yeah. Roma, I have to apologize. And I have to read this because you were right. Hippocampus is a complex brain structure embedded deep into temporal lobe. It has a major role in learning and memory. It is a plastic and vulnerable structure that gets damaged by a variety of stimuli. I don't know. Studies have shown that it also gets affected in a variety of neurological and psychiatric disorders. Yes, you were right.
Wow.
I am sorry. I apologize.
Yes, let's do a neurology like quiz. That'd be fun. See what you guys know.
Well, I already lost, like.
Hey, well, no, thank you for looking that up. That was great to know.
I need to know, Joseph. Nice to meet you. Did I read it the correct way? Is it stimuli or stimuli?
It's a stimuli.
Stimuli.
Yeah. What would you? I mean, I don't know. What is that? That sounds like a.
Stimulus.
It's a word of
Stimulus.
I would imagine because
Stimuli?
It's Americans pronounce it stimuli. It's like a British saying aluminium. We say aluminum. Stimuli.
glacier, vase, vase, at the weekend, on the weekend.
Yeah, well, it depends. I think it's where you are in the world, the way we pronounce it. But here it's stimuli in America. Sorry, in the United States. En los Estados Unidos, lo pronuncian.
En los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica.
So, guys, Austin told me that he's unable to unmute the mic because of a glitch. I don't hear any sounds coming from his side, so I don't understand that he's unmuted. But yeah, he just sent me that message.
The mystery has been solved.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if you're unmuted, then you can say something, right? Or maybe the glitch is that you're muted and you can't talk. Well, do what you need to do so that you can talk. Because we would all like you to share your opinions. Austin, thanks.
Hello, Sophia. Nice to meet you. And Marion.
And Vladimir. Hello.
I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway.
Yeah, it says Vladimir.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vladimir. I'm from Kazakhstan, from Asia. So, nice to meet you guys. I have one question for you. What do you think about next level of neurological evolution? And it could be maybe something like boosted by neurorobots, or in English it's nanobots, things like that. And it could be also known as exocortex, like the next continuing of our cortex, and neocortex like the next stage. So is it okay to ask this question? Maybe you have some thoughts.
This sounds very interesting. I'm not sure.
Do you think like in a RoboCop thing, like in a RoboCop way, like we will eventually in the future, if the planet doesn't cease to exist, that we will be like kind of RoboCops? Well, but without being cops, right?
Well, are you talking
You know
about
what
like
I mean.
merging artificial intelligence with humans, like merging those two things?
Yeah, sure. And also that.
Like the singularity. I think some people talk about the singularity. Is that what you mentioned?
Yes. Things like
I
singularity.
think it'd be really crazy. Like, we forget so much, but like, what point would like if we could connect our brain to a computer, at what point would our consciousness just be like so much that we'd like people might just start killing themselves or something, you know, or just our mind would go crazy, because I think we're only used to processing a certain amount of information. And I mean, the human brain definitely has room for, it can grow and it can adapt, but I think that if we were to have something like that, then our brains might not be able to keep up with the capabilities of a computer. So, but it would be an interesting.
Well, Elon Musk is trying to test that out right now with this company at Neuralink. They're running tests with monkeys, and they're inserted computer chips into the brain. Have you guys seen that?
I think that's
Mostly
atrocious. I just don't share.
Brains being hacked by hackers, and that was.
Well, I have to
that's the
say
thing I was
something.
thinking about. Yeah, go
No,
for it.
I just going to say it depends on if you think that we human beings are just material thing, that you can connect some sort of machines with the bodies. It depends on your points of view about human beings, right? Because if you think of it just matter and we're just going to rot and that's all. But if you believe in the spiritual side of human beings, obviously you can't connect something material with something spiritual.
Oh,
Are you talking about like? Are you talking about consciousness? We first have to identify what consciousness even is. We're still exploring that. I think that's what you mean. I think the whole idea of consciousness is still, you don't know what it is. We just know the behaviors of it, but we don't know like what it really is. That's still a phenomenon that we're still investigating. Because if we do know what it really is, I think we'll be able to harness it with AI and technology.
Yeah, I mean, like I always wonder if a robot becomes conscious and aware of itself, and you know, AI develops to a certain point, then you have to ask, like, would those robots have souls, or are souls
have a conscience? You mean?
Yeah,
have
that's
an
it.
actual conscience?
Yeah, because like, what would the difference be between human conscious and robot consciousness. Like, just because we have bodies made of flesh, does that mean that we have souls because of that, or because of personality? I mean, well, it's obviously that is more of a religious perspective that would explain it. But just as, like, if you are a scientist trying to study what is consciousness, then I think it might become a complicated question to define it.
Yeah,
Do you know what it
neuroscience
reminds me? Oh, I'm sorry, Carlos.
Oh, no.
Have you guys watched the movie? It's a kind of an old movie. It's called Repo Cop. In that near future or whatever the movie's set in, they the organ transplant thing has been, developed in in labs, but not in so they're kind of robotized, so and they're quite expensive, and if you don't have the money to pay that back, they can save your life, because they get you a heart, an artificial heart, but if you cannot pay it, then the repo cops come.
Oh, it's called Repo Man.
Repo Man. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm with the RoboCop and everything. Okay.
That would suck. I mean, if you get a heart and you can't pay for it, they're gonna come and kill you.
Yeah, they actually open your chest wide open, and they just take it, and you're dead. So if it has to do with medicine, like if this neuronal thing can actually help people, for example, that have like degenerative illnesses, like chronic diseases that degenerate certain things, I would think that it would be very, very nice, like to help people, to help the brain understand, or autoimmune, illnesses. Like, it would be nice to let the brain know that there's nothing wrong with your body and you should not attack it. But at the same time, I just think that we are, once again, just thinking about our own species, and we are not even taking into account that the planet is going to shit right now, and all of these beautiful thinking might not even happen, because we might not even be here,
come on, we have to be, like, as far as we know, we're the only like sentient life forms, and this, is there life on any other planet? We don't know, right? And
wait, but
check the environment.
How could you say that we are the only sentient beings? Well, what about animals? What about trees? I mean, those are sentient beings as well.
Intelligent life forms, and there are intelligent animals, right? But
but how can you affirm such a thing when we don't even know what's in the bottom of our oceans? Like, how can you be so sure?
Yes.
I'm just saying, the fact that we haven't made contact with other life forms,
that we know of, right?
May I go back to the other statement that said the Earth is going to shit? Well, the Earth, I'm going to quote George Carlin. If you guys don't know who George Carlin is, brilliant guy, a comedian, and he goes, "The world will be fine. It's the humans that won't go to shit. The human life will go to shit. The Earth will still be here. It will reset. It will, once the humans are gone, the Earth will just recover from it, and now it will just take over, or just the only thing that will be left over will be plastic and rubber."
I hope so. I hope so.
The Earth will be fine. I think humans will be fucked. That's what he says. The Earth will be fine.
I hope.
Humans are fucked.
About animals, it was also it's already done about monkeys with Neuralink and exocortex. They played video games, and so they're clearly like human beings in mostly in other ways. So it's possible even to monkey to play the video game without using their hands, but using their brain. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, that was the latest thing I saw too. It's very fascinating.
Wow. Zdarova, Ani.
Have you guys already spoken about lucid dreaming?
No.
No, we haven't.
Have you guys ever lucid dreamed?
Please explain. Please elaborate.
Yeah.
Lucid dreaming is like you're sleeping and then you're going into a deep dream, but while you're dreaming, you realize you're dreaming and you're awake in your dream.
It's
Yeah, I've
like you
experienced
can
that.
decide. Oh, I'm sorry, Gab.
Sorry, I've experienced that, but I have to say I'm running out of battery, so I'm sorry, Austin. I have to leave. It was very nice talking to you all, guys.
Yeah.
Likewise, Gaudium.
Make sure to choose a host, another host. Well, I don't know. Hopefully Austin will do it because, yeah,
Austin
actually, I guess he's having a glitch with his mic and he hasn't left yet and come back. So, yeah, he wouldn't be able to communicate.
Yeah, no worries. So I leave. Good. Bye, guys. Take care.
Adios. Yeah. So it's kind of like the movie Inception, right? A dream within a dream. Well, it's something like that. But
oh no, you're awake in your dream, and then you realize you're dreaming, and you can do whatever you want in your dream.
But it's
have you
even
experienced this before?
Yeah, once or twice a night, every week.
Oh,
Great.
that's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
There are techniques where you can try to wake yourself up in your dream. For example, every day, if you count your fingers, like every 2 hours or 3 hours, after 3 days, you'll see yourself doing that in a dream. But because when you're dreaming, you don't have 5 fingers, you might have 2 fingers, and on the other one, you might have 12, and you'll realize that's not normal.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So what would you guys do in a lucid dream if you could lucid dream? In my lucid dreams, I wouldn't be autistic.
I had lucid dreams where I can fly anywhere. It was at will and just go anywhere I wanted. That was pretty cool. I wish I can do that.
Yeah, so this is the best thing to do there. Like, I would like to fly every time.
Yeah, like flying is so easy. The dream is like, wow, why can't, and you realize, I know it's a dream, but like, man, I wish I could do this in real life.
Yeah.
I ever fly in my life with the wind. When I was a child, there were lots of wind, and I started to jump and swim in the wind, and I flied. I flew.
For me, it's frustrating because I fly in slow motion and it's so annoying. I can't fly fast.
Yeah. I remember that. Like whenever you run in a dream, it's incredibly slow. And it's strange.
I think I have a theory why. Maybe because our brains are continuously making up your dream. The brain's interesting with that. It's like it takes all the information that we have, and it just spins it and creates a whole new world. Oh man, dreams are very interesting, and the mind is very interesting. How it just takes in everything that you know and you've seen in your memory, and it just makes up a whole new world. It's trippy. It's wild.
But there is always reason why you are dreaming this or that, and you can saw some repetition in your dreams. Even if it's not the same context or things like this, you will feel something similar, or you will see an angle of view, something similar always you are repeating something.
Yes, and what I wanted to add to that is that your dreams if you're interested in analyzing your dreams, you should do it. But there is, well,